Okay, so we're on the day of the battle, but first we have a whole ton of supports to do. So yeah, quite a few of these. Some of the ones that I've actually seen before. So I think Linhard has 2 new ones. Unfortunately, they're A's. I'll have to save those. I'm pretty sure I saw that one earlier. I think I saw this on the other route, so I may as well just skip this one.
Flane, I have another...
Yeah, pretty sure I've seen that one on the other route. But I obviously have not seen Marianne B before.
These ones look good. I probably shouldn't pick them, though.
Ah, Marianne. Harvesting the crops?
Hopefully you weren't harvesting the deep-voiced hammy flowers again.
Oh, yes, Linhart. I found which vegetables are ripe and ready, but would you mind picking them for me?
See, you've mistaken me for someone who sticks his hands in the dirt.
I'm just afraid that if I touch them, well...
Oh, I see. You're afraid everyone who eats them will suffer bad luck.
Yes, it's true. I wouldn't want anyone else to suffer because of me.
See, thing is, I've read a bit from a support between Lysithea and Catherine, and it's actually the crest of Charon that seems to cause supernaturally bad luck. Which kind of makes sense since it represents the Tower Arcana.
Marianne, that's simply not the way the world works. You see... Oh, forget it. Tell me which ones to pick.
Thank you so much, Linhart.
Happy to help, but I'm beat. You'll have to carry them yourself, so take them straight in, okay?
Okay.
Oh, actually, before I go, do you mind if I ask you a question? I've been thinking, isn't it more the case your crest brings happiness rather than bad luck?
Happiness? I don't understand.
Yes, happiness. Because your crest is so rare. It excites my mind, and, well, if not for your crest, we might never have met. And I feel that would be a tremendous loss. Backbreaking as it was, I enjoyed today. I'm quite happy right now, and it's due entirely to your crest.
I suppose so when you put it that way, but
It's a huge breakthrough to know that your crest causes happiness instead of bad luck. I'd love to study it thoroughly, but only if you'd agree. Really, I just want to find a way for your crest to bring you happiness too.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I have to decline.
I understand. May I ask one more thing, though? Could you please hand me one of those vegetables?
I don't think that's a good idea, but if you insist.
Thank you, Marianne. I think this looks like a very lucky vegetable.
Okay, that's nice, but yeah, only bringing happiness to one person doesn't exactly prove that... Anyway. I think both of these are new, but they're also both A's. And all your new ones are A's. Wow, you got a lot of A's, but I actually really wanted to get your A with Lorenz, so I may as well do that one now.
Too much fighting. I need a moment's peace.
Why, if it isn't Dorothea?
What are you doing here?
Patrolling the grounds. There have been entirely too many raids as of late.
I thought I was going to say, interrupting the peace, as usual.
And yourself?
Nothing. Not really. I just needed a bit of quiet.
It is regrettable to see you so troubled by this war. This is not a burden any commoner should bear.
Don't trouble yourself on my account. So, did you ever find that wife you were looking for?
This is hardly the time or place for me to be searching for a bride. Why do you ask?
The truth is... I know this is sudden, but there's a war on, and who knows what tomorrow brings, right?
Go on.
I've always been quite fond of you. But I've also... well... I've given up on you.
That is... sudden? But why would you give up on me?
You're from a noble family, and I'm a commoner. It would have been scandalous. I did what I could to be worthy of you, but you never noticed. So, I've resigned myself to a lonesome life, my feelings unrequited.
You found it so easy to give up on me? Truly? This war has changed my mind on a great many things, you know. I've given it all a lot of thought.
I like seeing you flustered, you know that? It makes joking with you so much more fun.
Yeah, I had a feeling she wasn't being serious there.
Joking?
Yes, joking. It used to be my job to pluck at people's heartstrings, remember?
Yeah, it just didn't really feel like Dorothea to say something like that.
And I'm much better at it than you are. Admit it, Sir Lawrence.
I concede defeat, but your words have cut straight through to my heart. And now I must tell you how I feel. I've always been charmed by you. I do not think I realized just how thoroughly until this moment.
You and I both know that doesn't matter. Not really. We can never get married.
Perhaps not now. I've not determined where I stand when it comes to marriage. But when this war is over, I will make a decision.
You will, huh? Gosh, I sure do hope I'm not already married by then.
Oh, that's hardly a concern. No one you find could possibly compare to me.
Yeah, that one's actually not bad. I think I've already seen all of yours. Okay, yeah, Lorenz has quite a few of them.
Ignatz, hello. What are you up to?
You frightened me.
Oh, calm yourself. What is it that you're drawing?
I thought I'd jot down some sketches of everyone while they're training. And then later on, I'll try to practice their moves on my own.
Yeah, maybe don't try and do that with... Okay, who's the funniest person he could try and imitate? I don't know, like, he probably wouldn't do well imitating Raphael.
But I can't really concentrate on sketching if someone's watching me.
Just sketches, Even so, they're lovely. There's such life in them. It's as if they're moving on the page before my very eyes.
Ah yes, I use magic ink that makes my drawings come to life.
You really think so? You know, I always hoped to be an artist.
With skills like that, I'm quite certain you could easily make a living of it. And your demeanor is different when you draw. Bolder somehow. Ah, yes, there's an idea. Perhaps in the future you will join my retinue as my personal painter. Wait, have we not discussed this arrangement already?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if Ignatz did take up that offer, he'd be painting only portraits of you for the rest of his life, I'm pretty sure. I just realized, you know that bit in Critical Role, you wouldn't know if you watch, but there's a bit in Critical Role where Scanlan commissions this giant painting of himself in Whitestone. I can really see Lorenz doing something similar.
I had decided to take you into my service as a knight, had I not?
Becoming a knight was my father's idea. Being an artist is out of the question, I'm afraid.
So you've said. Well then, I suppose you shall simply have to become a knight, who also paints.
So, forward from Sacred Stones.
A knight who also paints?
Yes, those are not mutually exclusive. How did you not realize that until now?
I have seen your talent and can attest to it. Your gifts are too great to wither away in obscurity. A knight with the rare gift of artistic talent would be most welcome in my employ.
I had never thought of that. Still, I don't understand why you'd want me as one of your knights. As a fighter, I'm unremarkable.
There is more to knighthood than combat. Courtly manners, a dignified bearing, and an aesthetic sensibility are also essential. A knight with an eye for art and the talent to create it is sure to improve the image of the nobility.
Lawrence, I'd never have guessed you were prone to such eccentric ideas. Thank you. I'm feeling a little more confident after hearing your kind words.
Oh, no cause for thanks. It is a noble's duty to provide guidance to those in need.
Yeah, surprising that he of all people is the first one to suggest, oh yeah, you could be a knight and also paint. They're not mutually exclusive.
Lysithea, do you have a moment? There is a matter of significance I'd like to discuss with you.
I am really surprised I'm only getting SC now.
I know you're always seeking the attention of ladies, but why are you wasting your breath on me?
Don't be silly. I'm here to discuss Fodlan's future.
I'm not so sure I'm the one being silly. Actually, I'm busy. Stuff to do.
I'm not silly, you're silly.
Now, hold on just a moment. House Ordelia will never benefit from such a narrow-minded mentality.
I was under the impression you were interested in me as a person. What do house matters have to do with anything?
The world is in ruins. Have you given no thought to how the Leicester Alliance might address this crisis?
Okay, I'm guessing this is one of those supports that changes if you do it after the time skip.
I couldn't care less.
House Ordelia may be small, but a small house is fettered by fewer obligations than a larger one. Apply yourselves actively in diplomacy, negotiate wisely, and you could do much to help maintain peace among the neighboring lords.
And, you know, make up for the fact that Tomas came... Although, actually, I'm pretty sure that Tomas was recommended by them, and actually it was just, that was the real Tomas and not Solon.
The recognition of those lords would benefit your house immensely. To that end, why not start with me, the heir to House Gloucester? It couldn't hurt for us to become friends, could it?
Yes, yes, of course. When the time comes. But right now, I'm quite busy. Maybe later.
I'm too busy to make friends right now. I'll put that off until later.
As it is, I'm studying magic for the benefit of Fodlan's future. And I would appreciate it if you left me to it.
Ah, I see. Then forgive the intrusion. I will take my leave of you for now. But if there is any way I can be of help to you or your house, I hope that you won't hesitate to ask. After all, as I'm sure you know, the future of all Fodlan is my responsibility.
Okay, then.
The future, he says. As though I have a future.
Oh, yeah, Lorenz doesn't know about that. Well, that's depressing. But yeah, Lorenz, the last time someone thought the future of Fodlan rested on their hands, well, we all know what happened to her.
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
My professor gave me 5 pitcher plants in an alternate universe.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder. Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty. There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
I do find that Marianne definitely suffers from, like, support snapback syndrome, in that her later supports have her developing out of her I'm cursed mentality, but then you get her C's and it goes all the way back to that because they're not written with her later supports in mind.
Hello, Leonie. Busy as usual, I see.
Still, like, Leonie is so orange. It's like, just the moment that she's on screen, the orange is just like, right in your face. And Lorenz is extremely purple, so... Forget if orange and purple are supposed to be contrasting colors or not.
Yep, lots to do. Not like you fancy nobles. Hey, can't you see all this stuff I'm carrying? Come on, move over already.
Alas, I cannot comply with your request.
Can't even ask a noble to take a step to the side, huh? That's a joke, right? You're kidding.
No, I am on Pokemon NPC roadblock duty. I am gonna stand here and you won't be able to get past me until you get a few more gym badges.
You've injured your foot. I could tell immediately by the way you are favoring it.
What?
Heavy lifting will only worsen the injury. Please, permit me to examine it.
Hey, cut that out! Isn't that improper or something, bowing to a commoner?
I am not bowing to you. I am tending your wound.
And then Ignatz is in the corner, sketching this, so he can eventually post it all over the academy, saying, Lorenz kneels before commoners.
That's not what it'll look like. Hey, it's fine. Leave it.
Easing the burdens of the common folk is a natural obligation of the nobility. Now hold still and keep quiet for a moment, if you would be so kind.
That's a real pretty way to talk about sitting around in castles doing nothing. Let me tell you, everyone in my village is so grateful to be taxed up to the eyeballs for the privilege of... Ow!
Oh, it's quite swollen. And you're feverish. Fortunately, I do have an ointment here that should be of use.
What? You just carry that stuff around with you?
Certainly. It won't do to be unprepared if I happen across someone in need.
No, I get the feeling that he carries that because he's quite used to ladies stomping on his feet, so he needs to have some handy at all times.
I don't get you, Lawrence.
It seems I've neglected to pack bandages. I'm afraid this handkerchief will have to suffice.
Oh, please don't tell me that's Marianne's.
What, that fancy thing? Bit of a waste, isn't it? Hey, no thanks. I don't need some noble's pity.
What about the help of a friend? I am as much that as I am a noble, if you recall.
More of your weird logic.
There, that should ease the pain. And since you are recovering, allow me to carry this burden for you as well. There we are. Now, farewell.
I really don't understand that guy. Oh no, I completely forgot to thank him.
Whoops, forgot to say thank you. Oh well. Anyway, okay, that's all of his. Raphael and Marianne and Flane. I guess I'll do the C first.
Yet another lovely day. On such a fine day as this, it would certainly be nice to go for a stroll with someone. I wonder if anyone is around. Oh my, such awful noises. Who, or rather, what is making those sounds?
I was just half expecting Raphael to show up and go, "Hello, I am someone."
Huh? Oh, hello, Flane!
My apologies. I feel a bit better now.
Raphael sweats nervously as he realizes Seteth is about to brutally kill him.
Oh, you scared me. You nearly knocked me over with that scream.
Well, you startled me. Appearing out of nowhere and making such sounds? What is it you are doing here anyway?
I'm just out here using logs to train.
Wow. Are you really capable of lifting something so massive, Raphael?
Of course. Wanna see?
Off-screen log lifting!
See? Told you I could do it.
That was magnificent. Do you suppose I could give it a try as well?
It might be a bit too much for your tiny arms.
Tiny or no, I want to be stronger. Do you have any tips for someone both willing and eager to grow?
It's probably best to start by practicing your battle cry.
You should probably go to Caspar for advice on that.
If you let out a good shout, you'll feel even more powerful.
You are a font of knowledge. Can you apply your wisdom and show me by example?
No problem. Just follow my lead. Yeah! Hurrah!
Yeah! Hurrah!
Oh! Yeah!
Whoa! Yeah! How did I fare? Do I look stronger now?
Well, she is stronger, but that's because you inadvertently used rally strength on her when you were yelling, so yeah.
It's working! I knew this would help!
Okay, that's an interesting support. Not quite what I expected, but still kind of alright. And then we have Marianne B.
Is that Raphael?
Yeah, I get it. But you can't be so picky. You need some meat in your diet. I don't know if you can eat human food, but bug meat might be good for you. That's right. You need to eat plenty of bug meat if you want to get big and strong like me. No more sweets for you.
What? He's talking to a bird?
Huh? Is someone there? Oh, Marianne! You're right on time. This little birdie was telling me that he misses you. And, oh!
Aw, it flew off.
It appears so.
Why do you think birds fly away when there's more than one person around? Birds never seem to stay put, unless I'm alone.
Birds are very cautious creatures. They tend to fly away when they're startled.
Or when there's cats.
You mean they're afraid of loud noises? Oops, that was probably too loud for the birds.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down. How's this? Do you think we'd be able to talk to birds together like this? I still haven't met a bird that can speak human. I was hoping you could introduce me.
Huh? I thought you were just talking to one.
I was mostly talking at him, not to him. He just said chirp chirp and stuff like that. I had no idea what he was talking about. I don't think he understood me either.
Marianne's like, should I tell him that chirp chirp means I know where you sleep?
Marianne, you always know which birds understand what you're saying, right? Next time you find a bird who understands you, I hope you let me know so I can join the conversation.
Now what am I supposed to do?
And that whole big and strong thing makes me think that bird's gonna come back in a few weeks and it's gonna be like huge and muscular and it'll be like a giant rock bird. Which would actually be kind of cool. Okay. This one I kind of want to get, but I'll get this one first.
Who's there? Oh, hey, Ignatz.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Let me guess, he was painting, wasn't he?
Relax. You're not interrupting.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were training out here.
I sometimes come here to practice by myself. It's more like a real battlefield, you know? Shooting the targets in the yard lets you train your aim and all, but the tension just isn't the same.
You're right. A real battlefield feels quite different. But if that's the atmosphere you want, I feel even more like I'm intruding.
Oh, knock it off. You're already here. May as well stick around while I catch my breath.
Ah, okay, sorry. Thank you.
You know you've said you're sorry about a dozen times since you got here.
Oh, I'm so... Ah.
It's fine. I guess it's part of your charm. Hey, what's that bundle of papers? Oh, did you come here to paint? I remember now. Someone said you're a great artist. You paint a lot, right?
Yes. Yes. When I have the time, that is. I enjoy painting. It helps me relax.
Oh, well, that could be your thing.
My thing? Huh? What do you mean?
Last time we talked about it, you said you didn't have a thing you were really amazing at. But if you like painting so much, it must be a skill you're looking to master.
My paintings are nothing but a hobby. Besides, I'm not that good. I never took art lessons. When I was little, I drew a picture for a young girl. The picture made her so happy that I decided to keep at it. That's how it started.
So you're practicing your art to make other people happy? Is that it?
Oh no, that's an overstatement. I must insist again, it's just a hobby. Even if I were to become a master artist, it wouldn't be a useful skill.
Aren't you from a merchant family employed by the nobles? I think it would be really useful there.
Well, that's exactly what Lorenz said.
I'm not inheriting the business. My brother is. My father said that I'm to become a knight.
And again, they are mutually exclusive.
So my art won't do anyone any good. At all. Ever.
Oh, Ignatz.
Okay, that's it for that one. Lysithea has Marianne B.
Marianne, do you mind if I ask you about something? Yes? It's about animal behavior. Among us all, you surely know the most about animals. I've read that in outdoor battles, wild animals can sometimes cause unexpected confusion. What do you think would be the best strategy to... Are you listening, Marianne? I was listening. I just don't think I can really... For crying out loud! Why do you always have to admit defeat before even giving yourself a chance? My advice would probably just put everyone in danger. You'd be better off without me. This is beyond ridiculous. You're impossible. You seem convinced you're some sort of cursed being, destined to bring doom and gloom to anyone you encounter. Well... Why do you have such a terrible opinion of yourself? How could you possibly be so dense? Just nothing. Now you listen to me for a moment. I can see that you have some deep-seated turmoil you struggle with. I'll have you know I have quite a few issues of my own, perhaps more grave than yours, if you can imagine. Really? Yes, but I'm not the only one who has such troubles to contend with. Everyone does. That's why it's so important to maintain a positive outlook and do what we can. Each time we find the light in the dark, we grow, bit by bit. And without growth, what's the point in carrying on? Lysithea, I envy your confidence and strength. Don't envy me. Instead, just choose to find the positive, won't you? Yes. Well, maybe someday. The time is now! This is your moment! Oh, okay. That's more like it. Now to start, why don't you help me out by answering my questions about wild animals? I'll certainly try my best.
Yeah, I do find Marianne really interesting because without going into too much detail, I definitely have been like Marianne in the past. Like, kind of exactly like her in a way, so... Anyway, with that, I think the only things I have left are A supports, so I'm gonna go ahead and save before doing those. So, 2 Caspar ones.
Come on, Bernadetta, open up. Why are you so mad at me? I have no clue what this is about, but I'm sorry.
You have no clue? Don't you remember what you did to me?
No? I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You did all kinds of things. But the worst thing was carrying me off. Twice. I thought I might die.
Alright, that.
What are you even talking about?
Don't act like you never took me to that place.
What place? Why won't you? Oh, the place with the pretty view. Why are you mad about that?
Because you hold me around like a piece of luggage.
Again, why are you mad about that?
Don't act all surprised. How would you feel to be yanked around like that?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I was just excited to show it to you. Maybe I went a little overboard. I'm real sorry about that.
You are? Well, I hope you understand now.
I definitely do. And I feel awful about it. What can I do to make it up to you? Anything you want. I want to show you how seriously sorry I am.
Well, all right. I'd like you to, bring me to that place again. But promise me 2 things first.
Anything.
No carrying, no pulling around. Treat me gently.
Sure, of course. No problem. But that was 3 things, not 2.
That was 1 thing. Be gentle, okay?
Yeah, oh, okay. Sorry. What's the other thing?
I want you to promise not to take anyone else there. Only me.
All right, I can promise that. Seems a little strange, though. Why do you care?
Come on. If you really want to apologize, hurry up and take me there.
Right, on it. Here we are. Oh, look at that gorgeous sunset.
This is it. The same view. After all that time inside, the sun feels like it's piercing right through me.
This little bit of sunshine? You really gotta get outside more. From now on, I'm gonna take you to all sorts of different places. I promise I'll be gentle, and I promise I won't take anyone else. Just you and me, all right?
What? But... okay. But if you get sick of me, I'm sorry ahead of time.
What? Good one, Bernadetta.
There actually are quite a lot of good A supports in this game, but I'm still probably going more for Caspar and Petra in this file. And now time for awkwardness, because this one will probably be romantic as well.
Care to join me for tea?
Again? Well, let's make it quick. I gotta get some training in eventually.
More training? Don't you get tired of it?
No, I don't get tired of working toward my goals. Unlike you.
Me? What do you mean?
Your quest for the perfect husband. I haven't seen you wasting time with any dull-looking guys lately.
Oh, that. Maybe I just found something worth staying in for.
Yeah, so this one might be very awkward considering I just did the one with Lorenz.
You mean in the monastery? This place is a dump compared to what it was 5 years ago.
That's not what I'm talking about. Honestly, Caspar, you don't understand women at all.
Well, excuse me. Maybe I'm just another dull guy.
That must be why you don't pick up on how I feel.
What?
When I'm around you, I feel like, well, like I can always be myself. I don't need to act differently or flirt or lie. I can just be me. I always said you were little brother material, but when we're alone like this, the idea of marriage...
Oh, right. She said that earlier. Now I remember.
Nope. Hold it right there. I'm gonna need a minute. I was not ready for this.
Especially since I just kind of promised I'd spend my life with Bernadetta a few minutes ago.
Caspar, settle. You might be getting the wrong idea. I was only saying, when I'm with you like this, I can forget all about marriage and just be friends.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Right. Of course.
Though I suppose relationships like that can also lead to marriage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Now I know you're messing with me.
I'm not trying to tease. I was just thinking out loud. If If neither of us ever find our special someone, it might not be so bad to settle down and spend the rest of our lives together. What do you think?
I haven't really thought about that. I'm not really the romance type. Spending the rest of my life with you doesn't sound so bad, though. But why are we even talking about this? There's no way you won't find someone great.
Well, you know, you kind of already have on this file.
Stranger things have happened.
Either way, no point in worrying about it now. I'm plenty happy with our current situation. Let's just focus on staying good friends.
Good idea. Here's to us.
I mean, I suppose that's kind of ambiguous enough, but that is kind of an issue about the support system in this game, so I like the fact that you're not restricted to one A support, per character, like the GBA games. That system was kind of dumb. But on the other hand, like, I do kind of wish S supports was still a thing for characters besides Byleth, because, you know, without that, you have things like that, where you can have multiple A's with one character that are all kind of romantic, and it does come across as kind of awkward. But I suppose I can do this one. See, this is actually an A support that I was kind of considering doing on the other file. But I just never really took it all the way to A.
Ah, here you are.
Because I just ran out of time.
What's up, Lynn? Come to invite me to dinner?
Oh no, this is going to be Dorothea's third romantic support in one part. I'm so sorry, Dorothea.
Well, that too. But first, there is something I wish to say.
I really don't make it to mean look. I don't mean to make it look like you're cheating on people, but I'm so sorry.
I believe I previously implied that it's okay to live out your days by running away from what troubles you. And I think that I was unkind to you.
What are you talking about?
To be honest, while I try to be easygoing, I currently feel a bit uneasy about something. One of the effects of running away constantly is that eventually one runs out of places to, well, run. Because I avoid memories I find unpleasant, the number of things I avoid is forever increasing. I've never learned to deal with the pain of my past, so I can never increase my tolerance toward new pains.
Wait, there was pain in Linhart's past? I've completely forgotten about that. Where did he bring that up?
And?
That's all. But there are some nights where it really worries me.
That's what you wanted to say? It'd be the same if you weren't avoiding things. You'd just be up at night wondering what was coming next. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you showing me a glimpse of your real self for the first time.
For the first time? Each time I speak, I show my real self.
So, what about that conversation we had?
Which conversation?
When you said I was a great woman, was that true?
Of course. You have too low an opinion of yourself.
I thought you were just trying to make me feel better. I didn't really think you looked at me that way, Lynn.
Why? Is it so strange? You seemed rather happy about it at the time.
It's not weird. Okay, it's kind of weird. You're weird, Lynn.
That was actually a really good delivery there.
You know, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Maybe I laughed too much.
Good. I was going to invite you to dinner.
You were?
When I walked in, you asked if I'd come to invite you to dinner. I said yes. But I can't be bothered to walk into town. Shall we visit the dining hall?
What? Oh, fine. Show me this easygoing way of yours.
Well, that one's ambiguous enough, I guess. And we have yet another A.
So what do you suppose is the name for this kind of situation?
What situation?
Oh, right, I already did that one. I've completely forgotten. Okay, now this one. Now this one, depending on how much I like it, I might end up keeping this one. Because I really like their B.
Huh. What's that about? Marianne, I saw you on the training
Oh,
grounds
wait, I
earlier.
already saw that one, didn't I?
Looked like
I've
there was-
already seen this. Wow, it's been a while since I did supports before. Pretty sure I've already shown that one. And I was just debating on whether or not to get his A with Flame. That's what was happening. Well, at this point, I don't know if this is my last chance, because I'm not sure if there's going to be another monastery session after this, so I may as well keep his A with Marianne. remember to save to a different save slot so I get all those A's for the support log, but now I'm going to reload. Okay, that should be it for supports for now. So, I guess I can save over here. It's now time to head out to the stronghold of the Slitherers. I am really looking forward to this, so see you then.